And we just want to, well, we heard what you were saying, and maybe explain to us briefly a little more in a minute what's on your agenda, and for our viewers, we're going to put it on our website. And what's on the agenda for the review?
Well, of course, we will be reviewing the work and functioning of the Council. And as I said, the main aim, the overriding objective, would be to see how the Council can have better impact on the ground, meaning in terms of improving the human rights situation of peoples. So that's the first goal. Second goal is how can we do better in dealing with emergency situation involving human rights violation. You know, we see these kind of situations taking place in many places around the world. For the Human Rights Council to be credible and relevant, we have to be able to address these situations. But of course, I hope that we can address these situations in a constructive way, through constructive dialogue with countries concerned. And here, what is important is that the Council has to develop tools for constructive dialogue engagement with countries concerned to address urgent situation involving human rights violation. And third, I think we have to do better in the way that the Council is running. We have to be focused in our work, we have to maximize our resources. We passed so many resolutions in each session. I think the last session we passed some 30 resolutions. We have to make sure that these resolutions are of consequence. We have to make sure that once we pass them, we will implement and follow up on these resolutions. So basically these are the objectives of the review process. But of course, we're looking at the individual components, mechanisms of the Council. The UPR is very important. Many people say that it's the success of the Council in terms of engaging every country which are members of the UN in the review process.
Providing a comfort level, as you mentioned.
Yes, providing a comfort level. We have so many recommendations coming out. Some of them, may be difficult to implement because some of them may lack clarity. We have to make sure that recommendations we make are focused and are implementable. And also some of them may involve building up capacities of countries concerned. So for this review process, we have to think of how we can do better in the UPR process in terms of the recommendations that we make.
For the second cycle?
Yes, for the second cycle.
Do you think the cycle will take a little pause between the second cycle gets back? Or
well, that is being discussed. There are merits to having a pause. Of course, I understand the concern of a pause, we may lose momentum. But the second cycle is an important cycle because, as I said, it's about implementation. Countries will have to be better prepared. So there are merits to both viewpoints, and we're discussing that in the process of the review of the Council.
Thank you so much, Mr. Investor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.